What's going on, Verbal Judo Nation? All right, man, it's been a minute since we've made a video, and I've had a lot of comments and a lot of requests wanting to know, hey, man, what is the difference between the J-frame and the Cutdown? Why one, why the other? Why are Cutdowns so popular? Well, I'm here today to give you my rendition of what I think the difference is and pros and cons of each, and let's get started. All right, so on one hand, we have the Cutdown. All right, this is a PS Olt round hole that I've cut, and the sounds that are going to come out of this don't resemble what I feel are that of the J-frame. The J-frame I'll be using today is an RM FTM. So what I want to do first before we go into anything is just kind of give you some small sound bits of what is the difference, how do you tell the difference. So here's your J-frame. All right, and here is your Cutdown. So right out of the gate, you can tell there's a huge difference, right? One's got a lot deeper tone to it, where the J-frame is a little bit higher pitched. And, where would be what if I want to run a Cutdown? Where is it best ran at? Where's the J-frame best run at? Well, personal preference. I carry both on my lanyard. Different ducks like different sounds on different days. The J-frame, I can get a little bit whinier, a little bit squeakier. On my Cutdown, I'm going to have a little bit more power, a little more punch on the top to break those real high ducks. And we're always trying to sound like multiple ducks anyway, right? So the thing I would really point out the most is that I think most people can run a J-frame to the extent of being able to kill ducks. Whether you're a novice, a beginner, intermediate, or you're a pro, you can take a J-frame and do some the Cutdown. A lot of people are like, yeah, I want to blow a Cutdown. I'm going to blow a Cutdown. I want to be that cool guy in the blind. But I would ask you, why do you want a Cutdown? Can you run a Cutdown? You're still going to have some of the similar air representations. But a Cutdown typically requires more air. Some do, some don't, right? The tone to me is what really leans me toward the Cutdown. It's got a nastier, kind of a slutty boss hen type sound to it. And on a real windy day, I think the Cutdown will punch through the wind and still be able to get ducks out like far off. Where the J-frame is loud, don't get me wrong, but I think that higher pitch just doesn't travel through the wind very well. So again, the biggest difference is going to be your pitch, your sound, the nasaliness of it, raspy. Depends on who cuts your Olt, how it's cut, how it's set up to run. I don't think there's just one at the end of the day that I would pick over the other for the rest of my life. Each have their pros and their cons. Another con to a J-frame, or a pro to a J-frame, is it's very forgiving. So you can recover on a J-frame a lot easier. Your vocal transitions can move around in the call a little bit easier. With the Cutdown, it's air representation, and it's just independent, solid, clean barks. It's not made to whine and get real squeaky. So, again, each has their place out in the blind, out in the field, out in the woods, the timber, the river, wherever you want to go. But side by side, again, it's really hard to pick one over the other day to day. Some days I just grab the J-frame and some days it's all, I just want to run the Cutdown and the ducks just respond to it. You'll find your place, blow one and see which one you lean towards. And if you pick up a Cutdown and you're like, man, this call, I just can't run it because you've been running the J-frame, stick with it. Watch some tutorials. I'm going to put out some here pretty soon on basics of how to run a Cutdown. What am I saying into the call? How am I running that call? So stay tuned for that. Any other questions? I'm going to run these one more time side by side, back and forth, give you an idea, J-frame versus Cutdown. So again, just the sound alone, you can tell the difference between the two. So there you have it, kind of a side-by-side J-frame Cutdown. Pick your poison, guys. Migration denied.